How were you able to narrow down the time frame?
I can't give the exact date.
If anyone knows how the court of public opinion is impacting real cases and real victims, it's Rachel Mitchell, Special Victims Chief Prosecutor for our Maricopa County Attorney's Office.
Would you believe me if I told you that there's no study that says that this setting in 5-minute increments is the best way to do that?
She says even under the best of circumstances, no cameras, no doubting skeptics sounding off.
I'm very suspicious of this.
The threshold for criminal charges aside, there is a private and very personal battle to balance what justice means for every victim.
This is not easy for victims. This is a traumatic event.
The biggest considerations, will they be believed? How will family and friends react to a secret they've been keeping for years, for decades?
Counting the cost became part of the conversation in the Kavanaugh hearings, right?
I'm sure it did for her.
Mitchell says some victims even worry others might see them as a potential offender because of what they went through.
So victims now think, if I come forward and say I was victimized, are people going to think that I'm going to become a perpetrator?
Something she stresses could not be further from the truth.
I have seen examples of people that go to extremes because they're so afraid of that. I know of one victim in particular who had her tubes tied so she couldn't have children. And that's particularly true, I think, with male victims. I think they particularly have that fear. You know, what woman is going to want to marry me? What woman is going to want to have children with me?
Her best advice in encouraging sex abuse survivors to come forward: know you could be protecting others and that your disclosure could be someone else's corroboration.
It's probably not just you. There's probably another victim or more victims out there.
Remember the CSI effect where people were demanding more forensic evidence at trials? Mitchell says she is also starting to see a reverse effect of the Me Too movement where some juries are now skewing more skeptical. If you or someone you know is weighing these decisions, we have a link to the 24-hour hotline and more resources on our AZ Family News app now.